world was running from an inevitable. By consistently finding distractions like sports or alcoholism, and with high-tech media leading to every source of information they'd find becoming a highly altered and biased document made for them to continue along in their mindset, attached to their phones instead of seeing how it was used as a psychological weapon that was never meant for us to learn. Things like augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and synthetic meats replacing natural cuts became more common. A metaphorical war on drugs to hide the pharmaceutical corruption and point blame somewhere else. Every major power's citizens living under a dictatorship while telling their people under their flag that some other outside force was the enemy so they'd never see or be too afraid to. Eventually, the people that were under control started to catch on. Inflation grew and living conditions continued to worsen while prices kept rising. Every working man fearing losing what they owned, whilst the idea of owning anything became a distant memory. The middle class had died. Not only were they at war with themselves, but with their own minds. People walking and wanting to learn, yet only willing to accept and stand up for what affects them in person. Bridges are burned, battles are fought, and blood is spilled over opinions, power, and personal gain. Rich men sending the poor to die for something they want. From psychological warfare inflicted, everyone in the country believed each and all were on their own, a country of isolation out for themselves, and all thought it was right. Yet war doesn't dictate who's right, only who's left, because war never changes.
Holding hands to the big fire splinter shooting up to the sky as the soldiers come crying, almost defying their orders from DC. You know he's got to be lying. If you can't see the patterns, don't think that I'm trying my best to DC when we're all merely dying, at most surviving, cause to them we don't deserve to eat. If the radiation doesn't kill me, then the government will. If the population starts to eat me, then we'll get the drill. Incarceration cannot change us, then the bombs will be dropping. But to us it will seem out of pocket, but to the corpse it will be the next product to make their next buck from, while we all burn up alive. They'll be making up numbers. We gotta pay to be living in bunkers to see the next day, while we all eat their garbage. In the age of lost knowledge, we're all one and waiting to see. If the radiation doesn't kill me, then the government will. If the medication doesn't treat me, then who gets the pill? If the information doesn't change us, have to survive like the cockroach. Learn to adapt while we bring back the stagecoach. Due to the lack of working automotives, from the billionaires' explosives, living in this future they made. Cause once they come out from the shelters with their guns and bombs brought from down under to take back our lives, so we can live under the boot heel of cash, debt, and cold steel, just to pay them to be alive. If the radiation doesn't kill me, then the government will. If the politicians don't divide us, where's the thrill?